Hello everyone, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at how to make a basic backpack system so that you can have capacity and a limited amount of storage that your player can take or hold in Roblox Studio. So, I want to start on this really quickly. What we're going to do first is we're going to have to make some leader stats, which I'm going to do really quickly. I'm just going to go and fast forward to where I'm done the leader stats so you can just copy them. So I'm done quickly coding up these leader stats. It only took about like 3 minutes. Anyways, this is pretty much what I built. So pretty much when the player joins the game, it will create a new model which we under the player which we name leader stats. And then what it does is it adds an integer value to that model. So local cache.inst.new, we pretty much get a cache called money, and it starts off with $100, and the parent of that is leader stats, which puts it under a leaderboard like you see in pretty much every game. And then ors, this is going to be like what we sell into money. You can pretty much call these two things whatever you want. Do not change this. This is like what every game calls their leader stats. If you really want to, you could change this to like score. Whoops, score. I cannot spell, but anyways, you get the point. You can name this to this pretty much anything you want, but then it'll screw with everyone else's code because pretty much everyone just agreed this is what we call the leaderboard. Okay, anyways, on to coding the backpack. Okay, so when we code the bag, we're going to be creating another leader stat sort of thing, but instead we're going to call this bag cap. There we go. We're going to turn this into the bag capacity. So pretty much how this is going to work is we're pretty much going to have a value in here, and whatever that value is going to be how much you can hold. So, for example, bag cap. Let's go game dot players dot player added connect function, and then we're going to function the player, or if you want to, you can do PLR. I'm just going to do PLR for short. PLR and player are pretty much the same thing. You can have that as player, but I'm gonna have it as PLR. Pretty much it'll function, pretty much what this does, it'll function this whatever's in here once this has been activated. So in here what we're gonna do, we're gonna go local bag, let's call this bag stats are equal to instance dot new, we're creating a new instance, and then we're gonna call this a folder, and then bag stats dot we're gonna go back. Well, actually we don't even have to turn this into a folder, we can just turn this to an integer value right away. Yeah, that'll work too. So local bag stats dot name, we're gonna call this, we're gonna go do those, I don't know what they're called, I think they're quotations, but I'm not too sure. We're gonna go bag stats, and then bag stats dot value, we're gonna turn this into pretty much what this value, whoops, let's zoom in, there we go. It's pretty much what these stats are gonna do. These stats are pretty much how do I explain this? This is pretty much like whatever number you have in here, that's like your capacity. Right, so let's turn the capacity to 10. That sounds like a really basic capacity. And bag stats dot parent are equal to PLR. So now we have a new integer value under the PLR called bag stats. Okay, so now that we have this done, we're gonna code in some way to earn some cash, because right now we don't have really a way to make cash in this game. Okay, I quickly made this script, so pretty much if we were to play this, whenever we hit the proximity prompt, it should give us 1 OR. Let's quickly hop in and test to see how this works. There we go. Where's that thing? Okay, I have to walk a bit far away. Okay, that's fine. Also, I recommend having your output open. You can just go into view and then output right here. Anyway, so then as you can see, we're getting ors, but right now we can get infinity ors, so infinite amount of ors, so we don't really have anything to like stop how many ors we get. I can just keep spamming E and get ors. I'm pretty sure you people that are doing this have a much better way to earn your selling item in this game, but this is good enough. Okay, let's go on to the what is it? Let's go into the capacity stuff now. Okay, so how we're gonna do this is we're gonna put in a script right here that will go. We're gonna go bag cap detection. I don't think I spelled that right, but let's just, bag cap, let's do bag cap check. There we go, bag cap check. There we go, that's better. This will check for, so what the script will do is it'll check for the bag cap. So what we're gonna do is game.players.playerAdded:connect function, and then player, or PLR for short. Yeah, so when the player joins, it's gonna function this code, which what we can do is, let me think. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna create some variables really quickly. So pretty much what a variable is, it's just a word or something that stores a value. So pretty much like this could equal to false. It's just like a variable, like in math, like x can equal to something. Same with this, but you have to put local. So I cannot spell. Local leader stats are equal to, let's make it equal to PLR : wait for child leader stats. There we go. We're gonna wait for the child. The reason we have to wait for the child of this, so pretty much what a child is, it's like this is the child of part, right? Basic enough. So let's close this up. Okay, so now that we have this, is we're gonna go here, local ors are equal to PLR : wait for child. No, actually not PLR. We have to go leader stats : wait for child, and then ors. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna create one more variable. Well, the last one that will check for our stats. So local, what do we name it? Local bag is equal to PLR : wait for child. Let's see what we named it. I forgot what I named it. Wrong one. Bag cap. We called it bag stats. So pretty much we're waiting for bag stats. So let me just copy and paste this and put in here. So whatever you name that, you have to place that in here. So bag stats. Okay. And then we go while wait. We're gonna go do. So while it waits, what we're gonna do is we have to go check for. Well, actually, first what we have to do is we have. Okay. Okay, so what we have to do is while wait do. So pretty much while it waits the amount of time in here. I do not like doing while true. If you could also do while true, but that will while true, that will just like exhaust the script, so the script will just automatically disable, and it will also lag the server like crazy. So while wait is better, because then it gives it a little bit of time to react, so the script doesn't exhaust it and just disable itself because of so much lag. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick if thing. So if ors are greater than bag, if ors dot value, if the ors dot value, so the value of the ors is greater than the value of whatever your bag cap is. This is your bag cap. So if ors is greater than your bag capacity, the value of your ors, which your ors or whatever your currency is this, so if it's greater than 10, then what it will do is it will run this. There we go. We'll run this. We can do ors dot. We're gonna do then ors dot value is equal to bag dot value. So it'll pretty much if this is so pretty much we could also do if this is bigger than 10. The reason why we just don't want to put 10 here is because if you want to do upgrades, all you have to do is just like see, because if you're not going to do upgrades, you just want 10 to be, and if you want that just to be like your fix, then you don't have to really do this. But if you want to do like upgradables, then pretty much it's like later on we can set this to 100, then maybe to 1,000, depending on which bag you own. But because, which I will get on later in this video on how to do. But for now, we just want to keep it like this. Okay, let's go back. Okay, and this is pretty much all we should do. So it will check if your ors.value, which is this value, is greater than your bag.value, which is this value. And if it is, then what it will do is it will set the ors.value, which is this, to the bag.value, which is this. So people can't maybe, because people can maybe find an exploit to go over it, over like the limit, so maybe like 1. So we just want to set it. So if we go test this out, it should work perfectly fine. I'm gonna play here because I'm pretty sure I'm by the part. Yep. And then we do this, and then as you can see, it won't go up higher. You might get that occasional glitch, but that's fine. So this works, and then we could do print bag. We can make it print bag limit reached. This can only be seen like in your output, so if you don't have your output open, then it's not really possible to see it. And if a player wants to see it, they can always go /console, and then you'll be able to see like all the server things and client things. So then you should be able to see here bag limit reached, and then also down here. This is a nice little Roblox feature. If you didn't know, you could do this in any Roblox game. It also shows like the version and everything. Okay, so we're done with our bag stats. But let's say that you want to like see like your full capacity, like right here or somewhere on your screen. This is pretty much how we're gonna be pretty much building up a GUI. So you just want to add a new screen GUI. We can do this bag cap. There we go. And then we can just build up a quick GUI, which I am gonna build right now. And I'll see you guys once I'm pretty much done building up this GUI. Done. Okay, so I'm done this thing right here. I'm done the GUI. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna put in a local script, and let's rename this one to display. This, there we go, display. And what we can do is while wait do rip.parent.text is equal to we can do is equal to script, no, yeah, is equal to game is equal, no, okay, what we have to do is we have to define the player first of all. I don't know why I did that first. There you go. Let's quickly define what the player is. So local PLR is equal to game dot players colon wait dot players dot local player. There we go. It's equal to PLR dot leaderstats dot ors dot value, and then what we can do is dot and then out of 0, and if we play this should work. So we go up to this should be, yep, as you can see, it will go to the value of that, just like that. It works perfectly fine, and then you might get that occasional one, which I think there might be a way to fix it, but will allow exploits. So if you don't, so if you're okay with maybe someone finding a potential exploit in your game, then you can maybe do it this way. But pretty much how you can do it is, instead of doing equals, you can just do -1. So pretty much I'll show you what you can do. Instead of here doing leader stats, whoops, or instead of doing bad cap check, instead of doing this, you could just go script up parent.value is equal to -1. Well, actually minus equals 1, but I'm just gonna go undo that and go to what I did before, because to avoid exploiters. Anyways, so we have this done, and now we have to do, let's delete this 0 because we don't need that 0, is plr dot leader stats, no, plr dot bag stats, no, plr dot bag stats dot value. I think that's what we called it. Let's check what I called it. You know, we'll check really quickly. Bag cap. Yeah, we called it bag stats, so there we go. Then when we play this, it should be out of 10. Yep, there we go, out of 10. And then we go up to one of these. Once we reach 10, limit reached, and you cannot go up anymore except for that occasional glitch. Now that we got that to work, what we're going to do is we're going to put in a new screen GUI, which this GUI, what this is going to do is it's going to be our bag shop. You can make like a fancy like shop where it like shows all the bags, but I'm not doing that. I'm not that kind of guy to do it. I'm not that talented. Well, I could figure it out, but it's going to take too long, and I don't want this to be a very long tutorial because the tutorial is probably already like 20 minutes long. But anyways, let's go bag, what is it called? We're going to call this bag shop. And inside this bag shop, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a GUI for me to lay out some bags. Anyways, I will see you when this GUI is built. Okay, so now that I have this GUI thing, it works. Don't make fun of me. It's a tutorial. It's not supposed to look perfect. It looks fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move this down just a bit. And scale this guy up. There we go. That looks much better. Now what we can do is inside this image button is we go put in a local script, and then inside of this local script what we put in is we put in a value, and we're gonna put in a bool value because a bool value is a value that handles a true and false input signal. And then inside of here we're gonna put in another local script, which we're gonna rename this to buy bag. We're gonna do this to change value. There we go. So pretty much this will change the value. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're in this one. Okay, good. What we're gonna do is script.parent.mousebutton one click :connect function and then player. Okay. And then script.parent. Not script.parent. What we're gonna do is then we're gonna go make a little space to make it look a bit neater. The space really doesn't affect the code, but it just makes it look better. Anyways, local owned is equal to script dot value dot value. That looks a bit confusing. This is just a name. You could turn the I'm just too lazy to change it. So value dot value. It's the value of the value thing. Okay. Anyways, if owned is equal to false, which is set by default, it shouldn't be equal to true, because if it was, then okay, good. It's equal to false, then it will fire this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put in inside of replicated storage, we're gonna put in a remote event and another remote event, and this one we're gonna go bag 1, and inside of here we're gonna go rename to bag return 1. There we go. This is pretty much the return signal. This is the signal that's sent, and then inside of here, let's put in a folder, and we're gonna call this folder buy bags. And then inside of here, we're gonna go put in a script which we're gonna rename to bag1. Hopefully you guys could follow along with that. That was a bit confusing, but we have to do this because a local script cannot access leader stats for some reason, because it's handled on the client, I'm pretty sure, but it just doesn't work. It'll just give you an error. So what we have to do is we have to go here. But in order to enable this script, what we have to do is we have to send a signal to one of these replicated storage things to enable it for that specific person. It only enables it client side. So pretty much what's happening is it enables a server-wide script only on the client. So it's sort of weird how it works, but it works. I think that's what happens though. Anyways, what we're gonna do is game, then whoops, we have to do is equal false, or else nothing will happen. If game dot replicate storage dot bag1 fire server, so it fires this thing. So then it's just like this thing will receive a signal. It's gonna be, oh, I received a signal, I got activated. And then we're gonna do here is game dot replicate storage dot bag1 dot on server event connect, and then it'll function the script. But first we have to put PLR here as our player. So pretty much how this works is this one will go like, up, we got to fire to the server, and it'll like, well, not really like that. It'll be like, it like fires the server, and this guy will be like, hey, I received a signal, and then this thing will be like, hey, I need that signal to function, and then it will notice I got signaled, and it will start whatever's inside here. And then we do, whoops, what the hell was that? I don't know what that was. Anyways, what is that? What am I pressing? Anyways, if plr.leader stats dot money dot value is greater or equal to 100, then it will fire what's in here. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna put a space there to make it look nicer. Like, I've already done that. I don't know why that was such a delayed thing. It's not my bad editing. It's just my stupid brain. Okay, but anyways, then what we're gonna do is plr.leaderstats.money.value take away minus equals 100, because that's pretty much this. You could do 101, but then that wouldn't make sense, because then you'd be negative amounts and people won't be happy about that. And now we can do is plr dot bag stats dot value is equal to 100. So this is pretty much like what your capacity is going to be. This is like what you want like your bag to become. So when you buy it, it's going to like equal to this. You know what I mean? So it's like if you want 200, this is pretty much like your new bag capacity, which I'm going to go and set that mine to around, yeah, I think 100 is good. Then plr okay. So now what we're gonna do is game dot replicate storage dot bag return dot on server event connect, no, just on server, no, we're gonna do bag return 1 dot, no, what do we do, bag return, Okay, game dot replicate storage dot bag return 1 colon fire client. Now what we're doing is this server see pretty much like what this does is this is used to fire the server from the client. You can't like fire the server from a client. That's pretty much how it works. We're gonna do, and then bag return will be connected to this, which will then be game dot replicate storage dot bag 1 return colon connect. Oops. Dot bag dot on client event colon connect function, and then we don't really have to define player, but I'm still gonna do it just because I'm used to it. And then we do is script dot value script dot parent dot value dot value. No, we don't have to do script.parent.value because we are the parent of the script. We are the script's parent because this is like we're the value's parent. So just script.parent.the value of our parent, which is this, is equal to true. Anyways, that's pretty much what we have to do. And now, if we join into the game, we can close up all the scripts and join into the game. As you can see, if we were to go here, I'm sorry about this thing being in the way, but if we were to do this, as you can see, bag limit reached. But then we buy this, we can now do is we now have more. And what is this? 1 argument missing or nil. Okay, we do not have to worry about that. I think it still works. I hope it still works. Let's test out if it still works. It could just be a glitch with the system. Let's see if it actually, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it works. But now the real question is, can you buy this thing twice? Because I think that's what the issue may come from. Oh, right, we forgot to define PLR. Now we won't have that. There we go. Yeah, after there, and then if we go hit by this, yeah, now we don't have that PLR issue in us with the thing. And now because it's equal to true, because that value there is equal to true, we cannot buy this again. Yeah, because we do not want a guy buying this multiple times. Anyways, that's pretty much our bag system. But now what we can do is I'll show you how to like make more of these. So to make more of these, you just have to go. This is a little bit of work, but not that much work. Well, it's quite a bit of work if you're going to do like 100 bags, which if you're making a big simulation game, you're probably not going to be using this system. This is like more for like just beginner. Anyways, so now what we can do is we're gonna have to like completely change everything here. We're gonna have to go duplicate this. We're gonna rename this. Whoops. Bag 1, rename bag 2. Bag 2, enter. And then rename to bag 2. Bag 2. And then in here, what we have to do is bag 1, bag 2. Then, yep, bag 2. Then what we do is return 2. And now what we do is we have to duplicate this script and rename bag 2. And then we have to go in here and bag 2. And then this is pretty much your bag. So let's do $1,000 for the next one. And this one will give you 500 storage, which is quite a bit of storage in my opinion for this game. Well, not for this game, but for most games that should be enough storage for a while. And let's go into our leader stats and do that, and then we'll see if that works. So let's go leader stats. Let's turn our money to 1,000. Play here. Buy this bag. There we go. We wasted $1,000 and we have a bag with 500 capacity. And I'm not gonna go over to 5,000 because I know that this works. We already tested it out. Anyways, I'm just gonna do this a few times to prove to you guys that this works. So let's do that really quickly. Oh yeah, one quick thing that I did by accident when I was switching them up is that make sure that you switch this one to 2 also, or else they won't fire. Or else people will be buying them twice and they won't be happy. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Okay, I have my quick bags. Do you mind now? This is like a really basic script. We just do local script mouse button one click connect function, and then we're just gonna function this script right here. Which what this script is gonna do is it's just gonna close it. So script dot parent dot visible is equal to false. Well, actually, is equal to not what script dot parent dot visible. So it's pretty much equal to what this thing is, and so we just press this. Whoops! I made the button disappear. I am a wise man. I am a very wise man. Script dot parent dot frame dot visible is equal to not what is equal to not. There we go. And then we can just copy and paste this. There we go. Now it will work. Yeah. As you can see, we now our bag thing. We can press this ors. Whoops, the bag limits reach. Let's buy a better bag, and then we can just go up. So as you can see, this is a really basic bag system that should work. And if you guys have any problems, just tell me in the comments, and I should get to that as fast as I can. And I will try helping you. Send me a picture of just try maybe sending a picture of this on Discord once again my Discord server started, if I even bother with one. But just try to explain the problem as best as you can, and I should get to you. So yeah, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. See you guys.